Hello everybody and welcome back to the Atari Guy, and in this episode, sorry, just ignore that, we're on an actual laptop, but it's a new laptop, and we're going to be looking at Microsoft Powertoys. Now, I could have looked at this in a virtual machine, but I've got this physical Windows 11 laptop. This is an old school computer that I upgraded to Windows 11. Basically, I just reset it after I got it and upgraded it to Windows 11. Windows 11 was like newer back then. It was like new when I was in school at the time. But so we're going to install Microsoft Powertoys. And by the way, well, some background on Powertoys. Powertoys has been a thing in Windows since Windows 95, and Windows like 95 had it. 98 might have. XP did. XP had Powertoys for the tablet edition, and this is designed for Windows 10 and Windows 11. But we're going to be taking a look at it on the newest and greatest version of Windows, at least just the newest version of Windows, Windows 11. Although probably not the newest version of Windows 11. I haven't used this thing since August, and so this thing probably needs a whole lot of updates, which is, you know, standard for Windows. My other Windows 11 laptop probably has a lot more updates on it, too. I don't like running Windows Update. That's beside the point. But the next video is this is the 49th video on the Atari Guy on the YouTube count. So the next video will actually be the 50th video. So I'm going to be doing something special for that one. So I will be recording that, getting stuff ready. That's going to take some effort and editing, and I'm really excited to work on that video. But we've got a physical laptop here, and we're going to try and run Powertoys. And so, since it's taking its sweet time, we can look at some of the photos. So screenshot 1, Powertoys settings. Visual, so it looks like it's got a search application. I haven't used Visual Studio in a while. It looks like some color program that you can get colors. That's really useful, actually. I was working on a PowerPoint presentation, and I copied text from somewhere, and I liked the color it had. But PowerPoint itself has tools. Windows notifications. Keyboard manager, Powertoy settings. I actually had a Microsoft keyboard, and Microsoft has like a keyboard tool that you can use because it had like customizable characters. It's an ergonomic keyboard. Surface, so looks like it would work on a Surface Pro. That's the other Windows 11 computer I have. That came with Windows 11. This thing came with Windows 10. Looks like some controls, so that's kind of cool. It has a description, but of course we have, here are all the features, requirements and stuff like this, yada yada. Alright, so here we go, and then there's of course developer, toys, preview, a whole bunch of other stuff, PowerShell preview. I remember when Terminal was actually a new cool thing. Now Terminal is by default on here. This might be old enough that it has CMD. Oh no, wait, never mind. Yeah, so here's Terminal, and Terminal was a new thing at one point, but it defaults to PowerShell. PowerShell used to be blue, you know. If you remember, I took a look at PowerShell in Windows XP, and then PowerShell, I believe, is standard in Windows 7? I don't know. But it was standard in Windows 10. PowerShell is something I don't know much about. It seems to be much more of a terminal. I'm more used to CMD because, of course, it's just like, this damn keyboard. Because it's just like, Windows, Microsoft DOS. So here we go. Welcome to Powertoys, a set of utilities for power users. Yeah, I was gonna say, this is like Powertoys. It's meant for power users of Windows, so people who are technologically advanced. Microsoft Powertoys is a set of utilities for power users to tune and streamline their Windows experience for greater productivity. So let's open the settings. Dashboard, advanced pace. You know, this is like default in, oh my god, OneDrive. This is like, a regular thing in, Windows, Google Drive. where if you click Control-Shift-V, it will paste it with plain text. So that's a really nice feature, because especially like in PowerPoint and stuff like that, if you just want to paste text rather than, you know. Advanced paste, always on top to pin a window. That's kind of cool. That's a nice feature. Yeah, that's a feature, actually, that is a feature I do like. Awake, keep your PC awake. That's good, because I've, had this in, like, I used to keep this computer always on, or, like, I would have it so that I didn't have to click the power button or whatever, because I would have it on a monitor, all the time. I used to have an LCD TV, and I would have this in my bedroom, because this thing does not work. I had it at my desk. This thing did not work for a while. You have to, like, run the network reset every once in a while, because this thing will just stop working with the Wi-Fi adapter. That seems to be a common theme with HP laptops. But yeah. Keep your PC awake. Color picker, so if we click Windows Shift-C, we can look at all these colors, and then it gives us the color value for the color, so we can go here to the International Women's Day thing, and we can get the color on this woman's outline. Or we can go to the sun right here, and we can get the exact yellow or orange or whatever color. So that's a nice feature. You just gotta remember the colors. So there we go. Okay, there we go. And it gives us a whole bunch of colors now. So we can pick a color. Let's say we want to pick the color of the sun here. Oh, I hate this. Oh, damn. Can we disable, like, all these new Metro whatever features? That was a feature in Windows 10, by the way. I remember for a time there was, like, you couldn't change the thing to the corner, and I believe that's a feature now. Crop and lock. Fancy zones. Hold down Windows Shift. So, what's fancy zones? So let's launch the layout editor. Fancy zones. What is that? Oh, whoa. Oh, so, like, you can pick, like, where Windows go. Okay. Okay, so that's like a standard Windows feature, fancy zones. I guess that's not standard on Windows 10, though. File locksmith. Okay. Find my mouse. You see, that's something, because I every once in a while on my other Windows thing, I lose my key, I lose it, and so I just bring it down to the corner. So there's some other features. Image resizer, mouse highlight. So like when you would do highlights. Oh, highlights on click. So like yeah, so we can turn that off. Peak, which I actually want to see these. Image resizer, resize images. I don't have any images on here that I can really do that. Well, I do, but since this is a personal laptop. Power rename, renames files and folders from right-click context menu. Isn't that just standard? Powertoys run, so if we click Alt-Space, it gives us... Oh, so this is... I hate to say it, this just looks like a, Mac OS thing. So if we look up, this looks like a spotlight search. So, oh, but it only searches for files. So can we run cmd.exe? Yeah, so edit.com. Yeah, that doesn't work. Ping google.com. Edit.com. That's the old MS-DOS editor, which doesn't work. I tried to get it running. It does not work on registry preview. So how is this different from the registry editor? Oh, it's fancy. Save as, edit, write to registry, open key. Yeah, that's kind of cool. Slow, but that could just be this laptop. Or maybe this is actually... Yeah, so that's kind of cool. Screen ruler. Measures pixels on your screen. Windows Control Shift Windows Control Shift M. Ooh. Control Shift M. Oh, so it's like snipping tool, but it measures pixels. I can't speak. So there we go. Let's see, 768 or yeah. So pixels. See, we can see how big the thing is here. Yeah, that's kind of cool. Screen roller, shortcut guide, Windows Shift. That. Okay, so that's cool. Open, so A, open action center. So I'm guessing this is Windows control. So Windows 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 would open the applications down on the bottom. I don't know why Teams is pinned. So we can, Windows R opens run dialog, Windows search opens search. So Windows search will open the search in the bottom with the ads and all that. Oop, we're back to the workspaces, which is just Windows search space, whatever. Disabled keyboard manager, we can enable that. Mouse highlighter, mouse jump, all that. Yeah. Okay, so that's kind of cool. Where's the keyboard? Find my mouse. Press left control twice. I don't know, let's see, can we hide it? It opens up the... I don't... Environment variables. Okay, so... Yeah. Win directory, I know that one. Okay, I'm not quite sure what that does. Let's see, system tools. Advanced, paste, awake. Oh, so these are just all the tools we looked at before. Windowing and layouts. Input variable file manager. And let's see, file explorer add-ons. Okay, paste. So here's all the features. So let's look at peek. Lightning fast file preview feature for Windows. So controlled space. So if we run an Explorer window and we go to, I'm so worried because I don't know what's on here, and we go to downloads, we've got a whole lot of photos. Oh, Visual Studio setup. I don't know if I ran Visual Studio. I don't think Visual Studio will be on here. Yeah, Visual Studio Code is all that's on here, which, it's kind of like Notepad++, but it's Visual Studio. I like Notepad++. It's a good program. I like writing text documents in Notepad++. Notepad now, if I were to run Notepad, it's changed, because back in the day, with old, Notepad, it would, like, scroll to the side, and so now if I run Notepad, it's been updated like, CMD, so it's got all these tabs and stuff, and so if I type a real long sentence on here, you will see that it automatically goes down to the next line. In this thing, it still counts it as line 1 in the bottom corner, but it is on the next line, which, if you remember from Windows 10 and below, it will keep scrolling. So it's quite an adjustment, because if I run Windows Notepad on my Windows 8 or Windows Server or Windows 10, it's not like this. And so, because I use Windows 11 now so often, I'm not used to it when I go to my Windows 7 or whatever other computers. Windows 11 has all these new features and update stuff, which Visual Studio, we don't need to run Visual Studio, but yeah, there we go. Or Visual Editor, whatever it's called. Peek, which will allow us to look very closely. So controlled space, which... Oh, currently selected, so if I select this and hit control space, it'll open up a preview of it. Hypothetically. Maybe peek's not on. Power rename, which allows us to rename with power rename. Oh, so it's like a big... Oh, you can bulk rename. Yeah, that's useful, actually. Powertoys run, which we saw. It's Spotlight Search. Hate to break it to ya, it's Spotlight Search for Windows. Quick accent. Oh, yeah, this is useful for people who write in, like, other languages, who write in French. You know, I think this is a real good and useful feature. I actually set up a keyboard, like, layer for my mom to write in another, like, language, to write with different characters than what is just provided on the keyboard. And no, not like the Dvorak layer or anything. QWERTY keyboard, but with some additions to it. Registry preview, so you can, like, see what a registry file is if you download it. Screen roller we looked at. Shortcut guide. Yeah, we looked at that. Text extractor. You see, this is useful. So you can extract text and paste it. I saw this in a video from Theo Joe. He was talking about how you can, if there's like an error, so like say I type in batch in here, it's not going to find anything because there's no batch files, which batch files are a file type. But if I go into Notepad and I click enter, there we go. Window title, batch, content. Windows cannot find batch, to make sure you type the name correctly and then try again. Okay. So, batch files. Can't find it, so that's kind of cool. But if I run the text extractor, so let's say I run Notepad, I can use, let's just type in HN. It's not going to find anything, so if I type the extractor, which, now I lost the error, and I go Windows Shift T, Windows Shift T, which maybe it's not on. So, yeah. I guess we have to enable that and then zoom it. Oh, so it's like, oh yeah, see, this is a cool feature. It's like, I wonder if this works with, like, the Surface styluses. This is a touchscreen computer, but, like, the Surface stylus, if you can use that to write... Oh, a countdown timer. See, that's cool. Workspaces... Oh, never mind. This is completely different. So, My Workspace, Power Tools, Issue Triage, and Web App Development. So, that's kind of cool. How to use a set of applications arranged in a custom layout. Yeah. So, it's, like, very advanced, workspace like Windows has automatically. Because see, if I put it in the corner, or no, if I hold down the yeah, see, like this is what I was thinking. The things like used to use Windows arrow keys, and now it has all this in Windows 11. Text extractor, shortcut guide. You see, the shortcut guide is really cool because there's a lot of shortcuts I don't know. So Windows Shift, yeah, so Windows A, the Action Center, Windows C, Windows S to search, Windows R, of course I know that, Windows M, which minimizes all windows, so basically like going down into the corner, Windows L to lock, Windows K, which I know that, Windows I, that's useful, I could actually learn that, yeah, so File Explorer, Windows Z, actually, that's so much easier than clicking Windows R and then clicking Explore, typing Explorer. Emojis, Windows tab, of course, the task view, like Control or Alt tab. Control enter the narrator with plus or minus with the Windows key to so it automatically runs the magnifier. I did not know that. Alt F4. Oh, here's the magnifier. There we go. Oh no. Which I closed Powertoys. No. Powertoys preview. I said preview. I remember when the leaked build of Windows 11 came out. In fact, I found my original virtual machine of Windows 11, the leaked build. So we can enable all these different modules. So that's kind of cool. So that is Powertoys for Windows 11. Just a quick look. Let's look at Quick Accent, which if we see Quick Accent, let's open the Welcome to Powertoys, the welcome that we had before. Quick Accent is down at the bottom. How do we do this? So Quick Accent, holding down the key. So, you know, like in iOS, when you hold down a key. So let's say I want to... I don't think that's how it's supposed to work. So, while holding down the key for the character you want to... Oh, activation key. Okay, so here we go. Activation key, left, right, or space. So, if we hold down the space and OK at the same... I'm doing something wrong. While holding the key for the character you want to add the accent to, press the activation key. So, holding down O and then pressing the space key. Yeah, there we go. There we go. Or, I guess O doesn't have as many... So there we go. We can go to A, so we hold down A and the key. Oh, it even has the AE. So yeah, that's kind of cool. Hypothetically, if I knew how to use it better. Yeah, there we go. And then we can probably go to the U. And we can go to the N. And we can get... Yeah. What looks like the X logo. We can hold down and get a whole bunch of... So that's kind of cool. Don't save that. Okay, so that's kind of cool. Yeah, like on a smartphone. Because if I were to grab out my smartphone and open up a new notepad and hold down on the O key. See all the options I got on there? Or for some reason it switched to French on me. Because I've got... See, so, like if I wanted to put an accent mark on the U here in my French keyboard, because for some reason it decided it wants to write in French today. I didn't decide to, my phone thinks it wants me to write in French. So, there we go. Mouse without borders. Oh my god, that's cool. So I can just have my other Windows 11 computer or another computer running Windows 11 or Windows 10, and I can just move my mouse cursor between. That's cool. That's an interesting feature. Yeah, that's a feature I'd actually use. See, some of these features are really cool and nice. Others of them... Actually, I think most of these features I'd actually use. So, Powertoys for Windows 11. Yeah. It is a really nice thing. Again, I've never used Powertoys for Windows XP or Windows 95. So, that's something we'll have to look at in the future. If there's a Powertoys for Windows 98, for sure we'll look at that. We can pull out the big PC. So yeah, Windows 11 Powertoys, actually real nice features. I think I'd use this, and this is obviously my laptop, so maybe I will be using some of these on my thing. So Powertoys, correct the spelling. Oh, so it like tries to figure out what. So that's it for this video, and I will see you in the next special 50th video episode. See y'all.